Although now you have finally figured out that these are DNA codes, these are divine healing codes from our sources of the ancestors of the ancient ones.
Yes, and when we use those, we just drew them into our arms, and we innately went with that. Is that what we should have been doing with it?
Your intent is behind the power that you create.
Exactly, okay. Is there any other kind of information that you could give us linked to this, or anything that we need to know at this very moment in time? We're trying hard to do what we need to do. We would be happy with any kind of help, any kind of knowledge that could benefit us to spread the word to others, to raise the vibes, to get us raised up higher consciousness.
The winds are changing in the east.
The winds are changing in the east. The winds are changing in the east. Is there a meaning behind that you can give me? Or is that something we need to work through?
The shifts of consciousness have now begun. The frequency codes will start to initiate. Use these frequency codes with caution.
Any kind of a reason for the caution? Any information about it?
You will know if it will align with your path. Be careful.
Gotcha. Is there anything else that we need to know? Any information that
the change of the east is the winds of...
The change in the east is the winds of consciousness.
I gotta get up out of that. Because there's two. There was two different energies that were coming through and channeling.
Wow.
That was two different.
That is...
Two different.
That is crazy. I was trying so hard to ask what we needed to ask.
Oh, you done great. Because I heard you, but I was like, I fought, man. I was fighting. I don't think it was me fighting. I think it was not them fighting. You know what I'm saying? They both had something different, or something that aligned. And then I would be like,
2.965, right?
2.965 is that frequency
and
code.
It's all about the intention.
And there's initiation. So that tells me that what I feel from what they were saying is that these codes are going to start coming more frequently, and that we have to be careful that using these codes align with what we need.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a bad thing. I just think that it's, don't be careless with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So give it to the people who deserve it.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you would be glad to know that.
You fucking record that shit! Oh my god.
Yes. But
my
the very
God.
first part when you started, that's all that
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I know, right?
So I feel like the winds of change of east is the consciousness with the east. What is it?
East, left brain, right brain, maybe. I don't know. Just
No, I don't know either. But we're going to sling it down. We're going to see how it rolls. So that whole channel right there was just validation. A lot of it was too.
Yeah, and the fact that I was able to record too says a lot from where we have been.
Hell yeah, man. That's crazy. But so
Spirit's
like
getting serious here.
Oh, very.
This word needs to be heard.
Yeah, it does. Because
and bird ain't the word, let me tell you.
No, it ain't. We off the chain here. Baby. We rolling. We gonna sprinkle our magical fucking spiritual dust on you today.
Yes.
So the change of the winds of change of the east. Is that what it said?
Yeah, the winds of change are coming from the east.
Winds of change.
Something to that effect.
East. So winds of change of the east.
The east.
Is the east is the Middle East?
Maybe. The east.
We gotta think the east is the
where the sun rises. The east.
The east and the Native American.
Yeah, the new beginnings. I bet.
You know what? Fuck that. Let me get the cards.
Yeah, good idea. When we have the need to look up synchronicities a lot, we'll go to our cards. These are the Shamanic medicine deck. Beautiful, beautiful deck of cards. It's very spiritual. It's what we use to
Y'all, this is
guide us along our spiritual journey, and it's so spot on 9 times out of 10.
This is some crazy shit because earlier Dallas was scrolling down his timeline and happened to see a fucking VHS label on a VHS, okay, on a shelf that said, fuck, what was it? Oh, Indiana Jones.
And the
Yeah,
Temple of
because this is
Doom.
what this is like. It's emergence.
Emergence.
Winds of change. Okay.
Yeah, winds of change.
Yeah.
Oh.
A fresh start is on the horizon. Clarity, new ideas, and inspiration blow in. A great time to start a venue or breathe life into an old project. Rise at dawn. Greet and embrace the potential of the new day. Visualization is enhanced. If you don't already begin a dream journal or keep a record, blah, 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 the next step of the journey is beckoning to you. Thoughts and ideas that were fuzzy and seemingly out of reach are becoming clearer and closer to home.
That's true.
Across North American and the many European native cultures, East is indicative of new ideas and direction. So change, I feel like that's probably saying a lot. It is associated with the element of air and the season of spring. So in spring,
air.
Fuck me. In spring, we're going to see a huge change around us.
Yeah.
This card symbolizes the emergence of all things creative, spiritual, and otherworldly. At the first sign of the sun appears in the east each morning, the inner visionary holds court. This element fills the nights with dreams and the days with inspiration and insights. The east wind is favorable for new possibilities and heralds a new need to between the practical and the fanciful. Fancy feel. That makes so much sense because I feel like that the winds are changing.
It's going to be this new, whatever we're ushering in this new world is going to be very prevalent. I feel like this spring. It's knocking on our door. We felt this forever, that it's knocking on our door.
Yeah, everybody has been calling it for a very long time. Even back in this, what we talked about, the spiritualism and all that. Actually, the beginning of time, they've been talking about God coming back. So let me tell you that's the Christ consciousness, right? And the reason they say from the beginning of time, and with religion, is they are waiting on Christ to come back is because Christ never left. And they just don't even fucking realize that. You know what? Because they lose that within themselves, the humanity in them, you know, that compassion and that love and
the desire for control takes over. And the people, I guess they were so exposed and vulnerable that they had to try to form some kind of control. Because they knew how powerful people like us
well,
could
we
be.
also know how stupid some people are. So if we go back to the most primitive days, you got some people who are just like, don't get it, right?
Yeah.
Well, they learn in different ways. But you go back to them caveman days or whatever, there was always a dominant person there, you know? That don't mean that the dominant person was the best person to be in charge.
No, and they were, from what I gather, kind of dualish or, you know, not very bright, those first humanoid type creatures, whatever you want to call them.
like a ape.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, which, you know, that's rabbit hole type stuff.
I
but,
know.
I mean, look at us. Who are we to talk about rabbit holes, you know?
Right.
Experts in rabbit holes.
I'm over here chewing on chips again. Y'all know my dirty little secrets.
This is cool. This is the first time that we've been able to catch a channeling session on our recorder.
Y'all talk about some vulnerability there.
And for whatever reason, well, she didn't even know I was recording, to be fair, but
oh no, but I love
but it does.
We want this to happen. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right.
Yeah, we know we're okay with doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So, but to do that, you know, for me to remember to actually start recording, which we both agreed to do before anyway.
We have talked about this for like 2 years now, as how much we wanted to record them sessions.
Yeah, and here, for whatever reason, today's been such a beautiful, amazing, positive day, guys. You know us, we're always dealing with this sludge, but today we feel like we've stepped up out of that.
I feel that, don't you?
I do. I feel like I just raised up out of that sludge.
I feel like time just stopped there for a second and you just stopped And then I just started talking and...
Like a glitch in the system.
Yeah, like a
It's
glitch
so
in the
weird.
system.
Yeah.
Which is all these synchronicities today,
Yeah,
by the way.
my goodness, I think we're getting close
Jay-
to the final battle, guys. I think we're getting ready to face the boss, you know?
Yeah. You know what's weird is today has been, ever since I woke up out of bed, was one big synchronicity, and I think that's a beautiful thing, that when you can say that, is you can see every little synchronicity in your life, and some people might think that's crazy, and it's not. It's beautiful because you quickly realize that you can change that perception of what you're seeing and feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't doubt yourself. Please don't ever doubt yourself.
No, that's you getting your own way.
It is.
I feel like I was going to say something very profound earlier, and I fucking forgot, man.
Well, hell, you did. Oh, I was going to say, too, the prophecies or whatever we get through channeling, they always have a directional
cardinal
message. Yeah, one of the cardinal directions.
When the north
message.
meets the south.
Yeah, and now the east and west will finish it up. You know, whenever we get that... Guys, listen, whenever we get that final prophecy channeled, that west prophecy, that's the fourth sun.
Yeah. Oh my God. What the fuck, man? Y'all, this is shit that we begin in channels.
It's crazy.
And we're putting this together right here on the show.
This
is Indiana Jones at the most extreme. I swear to God, if mushrooms started dancing on my fucking head right now, I would so be on it.
No, this is so fucking cool. We've worked... Y'all don't understand. This is like a breakthrough that we're catching through recording.
Yeah.
Which I knew I needed to.
This is what we wanted to start. This is what we told them we're going to do it. This is
the total reason of why
yes,
we're doing
this
what
is,
we're doing.
y'all, this is exactly manifestation at its best.
Yeah, right? They're going to be watching. I know that the people who listen to episode 11 now are going to feel this.
Yeah.
I hope to God they feel this.
I hope you feel that too, guys, because I feel it in like my heart, my soul.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
It is beautiful.
I can't
Okay, so what we're talking about is I channeled like over a year ago, or was it 2 years ago?
Well, about we'll say 2, yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe
this year has been about 2 years ago.
I bet this whole fucking 50 years and the last 3 years have been crazy. But anyway, you know, if you guys have followed us, you know that some of the message that follows through, and we blogged about them. But anyway, one of my first channels with this higher being was this moment where I fucking forgot what we were talking about.
You were channeling the first time, that prophecy.
The prophecy, oh yeah. When the north meets the south, and we didn't have no clue what that meant at all until recently. It's coming together, and then now the east is coming in, is what Alice is talking about.
Yeah, it's very prominent. And also, too, in the meantime, she had a channeled message saying... what was that? The fourth order of the fourth sun.
The fourth order of the fourth sun.
We've done a lot of research on those fours and the four directions, the
very
cardinal
spiritual.
directions.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so all of them is religiously. They're all up and down all religions and everything.
Right.
So what that means is a completion.
Yeah. So when the West is channeled through us, then it's going to be a completion of something. And
I mean that might be we die. I mean, but hey,
if we do, we do. It's been. This life has been great knowing you, but we'll know each other on the next life wherever we're going next.
I'm just saying that statue of me better have some good old curves, man. It better take every bit.
It may be just like a major energy shift or whatever. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's gonna, and it's coming, because these have been spaced out pretty evenly, these channelings.
Yeah. Well, here's a good one for you guys. We've talked about the channeling. We haven't been channeling a lot lately, and we talked about that. And there's a reason, because this may help y'all on your path. Is excuse me, I got the pleurisy. Fuck, I was going somewhere. What was we talking about?
You were trying to help them on their path.
Yeah, but what before that? You don't know either, do you? God damn it! It was
about
great.
The channeling.
It was about the channeling. Okay, yes. Let me get back to it. Okay, so when Spirit gives you these lessons and you ignore them, they always come back, and you've always heard that, but you really, really understand it when you are connected. Because I will tell you, it's not that we didn't. Well, yeah, we have been very stubborn and not wanting to channel, and I always said that when I was out doing all
Really
this stuff.
stubborn, let me tell
Very
you. It's a very vulnerable thing, guys. Even in front of your person, it's a vulnerable thing to yourself to allow that control over your body, over your thoughts, over your processes.
Because you doubt yourself.
You very much doubt yourself.
But you then you go, and I'm telling you, it's back around. That's what I'm telling you, and it's stronger. And we have broke down. We have learned our lessons. So Spirit will give you a lesson, and you may fail it, but that don't mean you're not going to be capable of it. It just means that you have to learn other little lessons so it can make you more aware of it and calmer and overcome fear. So fear again comes back in play. I promise you, it will on your path as you go.
And I can't believe how many lessons we've had that's come around and we've passed and it's come back around and we've actually got to experience them coming around several different times and actually graduating graduating from the actual lesson and then I promise it don't come around anymore.
No,
it's in your wheelhouse to know how to handle that energy.
Yes, what he just said. When you heal it, it don't come back no round, does it? Nope, it don't. So that's what we're working on with our body, and that's what we're working on with our path as humans here in this lifetime with this contract. Because don't forget about your contract that you have. You still have to work on all them little things and surpass them. It's not easy, but it is so beautiful and fulfilling when you surpass those and know that you changed yourself. You didn't need a pill for it. You didn't need therapy for it. You know, you got your therapy, spiritually, but you know what I'm saying. You know, you didn't have to go to anything else.
No prescription drugs.
What we do is plant medicine. So plant medicine is the best medicine, and it's really, it's
very natural, very clear. There's such a clarity in plant medicine.
I just had a very big Raven moment that I don't want to talk about.
Well, let's pause it.
Okay, sorry. That was a little private moment, and we don't have many of those.
Not
but
very
it's
many,
something,
as y'all know.
Yeah, that's some business stuff there.
Business stuff that's, that's all we'll say.
Yeah. Because so here's the deal. We know something big's coming, right? We feel something big is coming into our life. Because I ain't gonna lie, guys, my life is not what some would look at it and assume it is, you know? Yeah. We have our struggles. We're these poor people in these hollers, okay? That's all I'm saying.
We're living on hopes and dreams, I'm telling you.
Yeah, exactly. Hopes and dreams. And then we keep pushing through because this is fulfilling to us, and we love it. And we know that Spirit is going to help us in some way, shape, or form. So we know something's coming. So I was just telling Dallas what I thought maybe was one of the things that are coming. But we also were, through channeling, was told that... We've never
talked about this before.
No, we haven't. Oh my God, this is good.
A couple years ago.
This is a couple years ago, yeah. So we were told that we were going to be approached with a deal. And we were not to take that deal. So this is good to talk about, actually.
Yeah, but this is a very frantic situation. It felt to us like somebody popped in from the future to warn us. So we're taking everything with we're heeding caution with everything. We're throwing caution. Mm-hmm. Actually, we're throwing caution to the wind. We are. And
we're trusting Spirit, man.
Trusting Spirit, and we know that we got to be careful with a certain few things when we get going, but
you don't forget. I love these moments, y'all. Oh shit, that's so funny. But anyway, I can't believe we got all this on for the show.
It either. This is the legit
Spirit, man. This is Spirit.
It's the type of stuff that we wanted to catch on audio, and we've never been. That was one of them lessons that kept coming around, guys.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Here
very
it is.
openly.
We finally graduated from that lesson.
That lesson. Listen, we can't talk worth of shit, but we know something.
That's right.
You know, Spirit. We gave over, and
I'm telling you, what you give over, it'll be the best thing you ever do in your life.
It will, and oh my God, y'all, I ain't got nothing, but I'm not worried about material things, but let me tell you, we are full of fucking love and compassion, and so grateful, and just full of Love.
Yeah, that's
Love,
what
man.
that's what it's going to take for people to realize that they all carry that Christ consciousness and that they are all masters of their own universe and that they are capable of so much more than what they ever thought they could be.
Yeah.
And it's
So, sorry, I'm
no,
chewing
you're fine.
my chips. So I forgot what I was going to fucking talk about. God damn it! I hate when that happens.
It's beautiful though, getting to experience what we have.
Yeah.
The thing that I always talk about is how hard and how shitty life can be, and you'll always remember all them bad lessons that you had to go through and all those horrible experiences and all those things that just dehumanize you, if you let it. All these horrible things that can just bury you alive if you don't deal with them. But if you deal with that shit and you grow, it's such a beautiful transformation look back on.
Well, because you don't become a victim of your circumstances anymore. Right. You don't play the victim role anymore. You realize that them were lessons in your life that you had to surpass, and you can look at them as beautiful lessons. That's it. Yep. Even the people.
Yep.
I can look back and say, you know what, bless them.
Yep, I
Even
agree.
if I feel ill, maybe a little ill toward them, because you know what, at the end of the day, me and Dallas are the same. Obviously, you can tell we have a massive connection to each other. We are very well connected psychically, and we know that we're here together for a purpose. And we already come together once and went our separate ways for a while, and here we are. Spirit's like, nope, you got work to do.
Absolutely.
So here we are, bearing our everything out to everyone, and I'm going balls to the wall, baby.
Me too. I mean, this is what we're being told to do, and I'm tired of holding back. I'm tired of missing out on my true blessings that could be there for me.
That's right.
From being a hard-headed dummy that don't learn from my lessons. If you progress yourself, you're going to receive these beautiful rewards, and that's what we're receiving now. We're receiving such beautiful blessings.
It is.
And it's not monetary. It's
not
anything.
By any means.
All that I ever wanted was to be able to make a difference in at least one person's life.
Me too. And have enough. And have enough.
And have enough.
And have enough,
Exactly. And that's our goal, and that's what we are skating on right now, but we're going to be flourishing on it later.
Yeah, we are doing everything we can to hustle, and by that, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. No. Y'all know that when we put our hustle, y'all don't even know. I mean, a lot of people may see us as...
We do the hustle.
Yeah, we do the hustle.
Dun, dun, dun,
a lot of people may see us as just, they're in that sanctuary all the time held up. But yeah, we are, but we're doing a lot of fucking work with the Lord.
Yep.
Excuse me, pleurisy lungs. And we are doing a lot of work on projects and how to make them better. Yeah. And we have just so much that we are working for through Spirit, and that is what people don't realize. And man, it's just crazy. I fucking forgot where I was going with this, but y'all got it.
I think you said what you needed to. It's been a great ride, and we're going to continue to rock it out as long as we have this soul contract here, and to know that we can make a difference in other people's lives is very special to us.
Yep.
And it's a karmic cycle. You get what you... Oh, do y'all hear that? It's almost like a high wind, but it's not windy here today. Jesse might have
microwave.
Uh-uh.
Hey, y'all know it. That's how ghetto we are up in here, bitches. My microwave sounds like a fucking helicopter.
Maybe that's how we validate things too, or check ourselves.
Yeah, that's what made us good paranormal people too.
That's right. Yep. We were pretty hardcore.
Yeah. But then you have to let go of that. You have to find your balance with it.
The biggest key in life is to let go of
Yeah,
that.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and find a good balance. You're exactly right.
Yeah, because that's what we've had to do in the last 3 years. 3 years, but definitely the last year is we learned about that perception and how we can change it, and how we have to look past the fact that we're looking at just something physical objectively. So when you guys are trying to do this, if you go into that view of something, you want to look past it so you can when you're doing it, people do it all the time. They just don't realize they're doing it and switching over to that right brain view. So that's how we can look at certain things like mirages, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all part of that, you know. And the biggest thing is to trust in yourself. To trust and believe and know that there are people out there just like you that have been through this, that have figured it out.
Yep.
And use what they know
Yep.
to your advantage. That's what I love about what we get to do.
Me too.
And I say what we get to do because Spirit is fully in control of this, man.
Oh my God.
And it's just a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take any credit away from us because we put in lots and lots of hard
That's
work.
the thing we've learned too. If y'all have heard us talk over the times, we try to be very humble, and that's how we grew up, and we see it in other people too. But you know, there's a good balance. There you go. There's a balance. It's not so much that people think to themselves that it's egotistic. It's not. There's a balance in ego.
Yeah. Yep,
When you
true.
see a lot of these dick faces out there who are just, I mean, you can tell you've dealt with these people in your lifetime. They got a huge ego. They're about themselves.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are not about ourselves, but we are for ourselves. But we are about helping other people and
Absolutely.
to help them light the way for others, and just making this mass change and changing the fucking world and making it a better world for us and our kids and our grandkids and our, you know, leaving the trail.
Yep.
That's it.
I agree. Everybody's too focused on creating alter egos and all this and that.
Yeah.
When they actually could let go of ego and be one of the most awesome creations ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the thing about psychopaths, man.
But, I mean, I don't fully get the need for an alter ego, I guess because I'm a very frank person. I've always been very open about things.
Yeah.
And,
unless you were doing like something like burlesque or something.
Yeah, true. I can understand the need for it in that manner. If you wanted to protect your, or character, exactly.
That's what
There's
these
nothing
people
wrong
are.
with that. Yeah.
That do that, by the way.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
characters.
I know it. Yeah, that's true. You could compare it to that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the point that I was getting around in the grand scheme of things. You know, we all create this person that we want the
world to see.
public to see. Yeah. Regardless of if that's how we feel ourselves or not, you know.
Yep.
And it's cool. I mean, I get it. I get that you want to. I feel like it's hiding behind something, though.
It is.
You know,
it is.
when you could truly be yourself in that awesomeness, why create a alter ego and let them get all the credit? You know.
I agree with that 100% because, again, some people have problems with receiving, and they also have problems with putting themselves out there because they think that they're egotistic if they do. And then there are, among other reasons,
People that
they have
truly
insecure.
love the attention.
Yeah. There's people with insecurities who struggle with getting in front of the public and who are very talented, and I know many of them who have suppressed themselves for a very long time.
Absolutely.
And I was lucky enough to break myself out of that and help others along the way.
Yeah.
And I've tried to do it with my boys, but they have to find their way too because I get so frustrated. I want to be that stage mom, you know.
Yeah.
And
well, you've helped me a ton.
yeah, I mean it's beautiful though.
It's beautiful.
To know that you can help someone to align with you, and that way you too can be like boom. I mean it's just a big.
That's how it happened. That's how it's happening. We're connecting with our soul tribe, is what it is, and we're finding all these people that are meant to be in our wheelhouse, in our circle, in our very small circle.
Yeah.
Very beautiful circle.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm going into the third eye view. Oh my God. You're looking a little. I don't know. The room's changed. You don't look yourself.
I'm not supposed to.
Oh my God. Who are you?
I don't know. Who are you? I feel very...
very gray?
I feel very giddy, like a school kid, you know, like a...
Yeah. You're a funny little character.
He's an old little fella, that one.
Who are you?
It isn't who I am, it is who you are that matters.
Yeah. A reflection of self.
Exactly. You must lay down those egos if you expect to do anything in life that is worth the matter.
Ah. So what egos?
So the ego of self, the ego of man, the ego that portrays something that they are not, that must go.
Ah, so you're talking to the people out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Welcome. So who do you refer yourself
You
as?
can call me Theodore.
Theodore. Nice to meet you, Theodore. So, with everything that is happening in the world right now, obviously today's been a big shift for Dallas and I. What is happening right now?
What is happening is the shift of consciousness. I think you were informed earlier of that shift of consciousness. It is coming very, very swiftly, and you are very much prepared.
What planet do you come from?
I come from a planet that is very obscure, a planet that is not known of Earth, a planet that is called Kongor.
Condor. Wow, okay. What are the people like there?
The people are very much humanoid. The people are very similar to what you consider as humans. They are less bound in their physical bodies.
Okay. So they have more of what we do, like the out-of-body exploration.
Absolutely, it is very similar to what you do. However, they are less restricted than what you are.
Okay.
And that is how I am communicating with you now through this vessel.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. So, Theodore.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. What year is it there? Do you have years or you have age?
Years are of no essence. It is the here and now. That is all that matters and should matter to you and myself and everyone.
So what is your connection to Source or Spirit?
My connection to Source is exactly as your connection to Source.
So
we are all creators of our own divine.
So in connecting with you, am I connecting with any type of time? Is it the future? Is it the past? Is it the now?
It is considered the now for here and there at this very current time that I am speaking with you.
Okay, so we are on the same frequency line as far as time.
We are on the same frequency, yes, and you have been able to connect with us through those codes and those frequencies.
Okay, gotcha. Is there anything else that you would like to say to our listeners?
Just be mindful and be careful of what you listen to and all of the external sources that you give mind to, for they will lead you astray. You should consider less time on social media and in the what you call mass communication system. Be in the here and the now and be very mindful of all the energies around you, because it is now, it is time for the change.
Thank you for speaking with us.
Holy shit.
That happened.
Wow.
On the fucking show. I'm telling you, I called this before. I wish we had recorded that, but I told Dallas, I was like, this is happening. Like, we're going to be channeling today. This is the day that we're going to be openly channeling, and this is as raw.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you remember what you said,
Lord.
but it's going to be interesting
No.
for you. Are you going to be okay with even this airing?
We'll see. I want to listen to it. I'm very vulnerable when it comes to that. you know?
Yeah. And that's okay for people.
That was the
to
very
know
first time in a long time
that you have channeled.
that I have channeled a being.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was pretty cool. The information was very cool too.
Really? Let's
Yeah.
pause it
Okay,
and
let's
talk
do
about it. Here we are at the Holiday Inn in London, Kentucky. And we are
getting into deep talk. It's 2:22.
I'm so sorry.
It's
It is 2:22.
22.
I'm embarrassed. Sorry about
What?
that.
You this is where we just let her rip.
This is the contact buzz. Y'all know what you're in for.
That's right, they do. And you notice, and you just talked about it on one of our last recordings, is how you guys we're getting more comfortable with ourselves.
Yeah.
And that makes us more comfortable with everybody hearing what we got to say. Because honestly, we don't see nobody, so that helps.
Yeah, and like it's helping us learn how to deal with staying up out of this sludge, right? It's helping us to not dip our feet into the lower vibrations that most of them people may be in.
Yep.
We're choosing to stay above, and that's how we're creating that new world. Yeah, that was a beautiful conversation we were having.
We had a very wonderful conversation about self and the divinity within, and it's huge because
it's huge.
The synchronicities are all coming together, and we're talking about how we're changing our reality.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be very, very honest and open. I've had conversations over the past months with my grandmother, my mother, both of my grandmothers now, and aunts and uncles, and they feel comfortable with me, and we have these very profound conversations, even if it's in the Walmart parking lot and sitting in the car.
Right.
It's just we are changing the reality around us, and we're seeing that very much so. And I think that's what people don't realize is this 2/22/22 is so much more than just a manifestation. It is, everybody is believing in it right now. Look how much it's shared.
Oh, I know.
So everybody's hooked on that, and then they're putting out love and compassion.
Yeah, they are.
So that's changing.
It's
helping
changing
push over. So that's where that east, the
winds of change.
Of the change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we just had a big windstorm come through.
Yeah, we did. We really did, guys.
Too,
it was like gale force winds out there today.
I felt like we were in.
That is so strange. Yeah, it was almost like the forces of nature.
Yeah, it is.
That movie. Yeah, I mean the the movie Forces of Nature with Sandra Bullock. But yeah, it really is truly the forces of nature. Sorry, guys.
I apologize.
Great. That's great. That's gold right there.
This is good. So we plan on totally recording all week, like our week.
Yeah, any opportunity that we can get. I've realized that I'm tired of holding myself back.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna.
That's right. You're gonna let her rip.
Let her rip, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And we've got such good things in store. It's cool because not only do we have good things in store, we're getting to know ourselves more on a soul level. And we were talking just in small talk earlier about all our failed relationships and the lessons that we kept learning or needing to learn from them but didn't, and how it just kept coming around. And I realized that it was just that we couldn't find anybody at that time that could give us what we needed.
No.
Or that could live up to what we need in a partner, you know. So, that's why I've always been very solitary as a person, because I've always known deep down, even though I let my guard down and have been hurt several times, more times than I can count.
But we don't hold on to that, though.
But no, we don't. And we have such big hearts that we're open to putting ourselves out there.
That wasn't until recently.
We'll... we always say in private conversations, it's going to take a strong-willed, special person to be a partner to either of us. So, because, so we have such high expectations because we know what we will and will not accept for ourselves.
Yeah, that's beautiful. See, that's what it's about, guys. And if you have that in a partner, congratulations. I'm so happy.
You hold it, cherish it for the rest of your lives. Or this contract.
Yes.
Because it is a rare thing.
I want to talk about something because I'm not going to mention any names, but I know they're going to be listening. But it's people that we have mentored through and through, and they are experiencing the sexual side of spirituality.
Yeah.
So embracing the sacral chakra. So y'all think sex, horny, whatever it is. No, it's so deeper than that.
No, it's much deeper.
We're talking about
energy.
soul level. This is something that everybody would want if they knew it existed.
It's part of the kundalini, that very inner, primal, passionate part of us as a human, or as actually a soul, and not such much as human or whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, people are attracted to that, and they don't know why.
Yeah.
So you find yourself like have an amazing when you do have
when you
a
feel
legit sexual experience with somebody and you're connected on
and
that
that energy level connection.
Yes, and
then it's
amazing.
mind blowing. Yeah,
very
right.
mind blowing.
Yeah, so I hope everybody finds that.
Me too.
I wish that would be.
I'm gonna put that dust on you.
Yeah.
Spiritual sex.
It is. It's part of that very primal part of us. It's very passionate.
It's so taboo to talk about it because people get so uncomfortable about sex.
They do.
But guess what? Like if you have sex with whatever amount of people, and you don't find any, person there that really gets you on the soul level, then them sexual experiences are empty. Just passing.
I mean, it may feel good at the time, but it's just mindless sex. And you'll find yourself in a pattern of doing that over and over and over again because you're addicted and, kind of sort of addicted, but you are always trying to top your next thrill, so you're always doing something a little bit more risky or something just to make you excited enough to get off to the next trip,
Yeah.
And
to get to that.
Instead of just working on what it takes is you working on yourself, and this is part of everything else.
Yep.
Like the shadow work. When you do shadow work, you fix your soul, you fix your kundalini, your relationships.
And you fix
that's when you can start to focus on not the thrill of the moment, but the quality therein.
Because no one can please yourself more than you.
Right.
But to have that mindset going out there and saying, you know what, I need to please myself.
Yeah.
And that's not just saying sexually, but
just
please yourself overall.
Absolutely.
Because you have to be able to be in the position where no one can ever bring you down.
No.
And you don't have that type of negative relationships and stuff we talked about. We wrote blogs about this and how people get themselves in these broken relationships and whatnot. It's because that when we go into what we think is love, it's not truly love.
No.
I mean, now I used to get so mad at my elders going, you don't know what love is.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't know what love was
either.
either.
No, because they follow that construct of man, what the Bible or what man written in word said that they should do in love and in a relationship, not a true soul level connection.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Love comes in many ways,
Love
and you can read our blogs.
Yep.
I mean, y'all know us. We're love bugs.
We are, so it's hard to put it in words. This is a beautiful, beautiful fucking session that we're doing here because we haven't talked about that side of it.
No.
And just seeing the people, there actually are soul tribes now. I mean, we don't see them as us being a mentor to them, like looking down as a student, but it's okay. It's okay.
That's true. You
become so family with these people because you realize that that they're part of your tribe. You have, I mean, we have these people who are coming in around us, and it's beautiful. And it's been happening that people are just the good people, the light holders, the way showers. We're coming together, and we have been for years, and it's been a slow process, and it's just beautiful now. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, so we're just going to keep on.
Hey, it is a beautiful process. All of this is, we put lots and lots of work in spiritually. People like us do. You guys listening. You know how hard it is and how rewarding it can be. I'm sure you guys are reaping some of the benefits of putting in your hard work spiritually too. I know a few of y'all are.
I know. And, y'all know who you are.
Right. So today, the energy has been so good for that. It's been a good soul fixing portal this time. This
very much so.
22. It's been a good day to work on your shit.
It has.
And to actually reflect back and think about some lessons learned that you had put on the back burner that you can check off your list now.
And oh my God, do y'all know how fulfilling that is to be able to check them off? Oh my God, because the relationships, like it's the trauma, man. It's being healed, and that is beautiful because everybody's heart is being touched in some way. See, like my uncle who I went and sat with for a while
Yeah,
because
right.
he had got out of a relationship, and my uncle always goes to that female. I have to have a person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I had to sit and talk with him through his hard times and love his heart, and
Yeah.
he's doing so much better now and faster than he would
Yeah.
have before.
Yeah.
So
It's because you help them see the
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
The you are there to listen to them in their time of
yeah,
deep sorrow, and that's when it really sticks. That's
Yeah.
when your words are amplified times 3.
Yeah.
Because everybody always remembers that hard time and what somebody said to them and how they
Yeah.
responded,
I agree with that. And you just had a moment with your mama. Go tell them about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
So
is exciting, guys.
my little granny, she's been pretty bad off the past little bit. She had some issues with her potassium, and they couldn't figure out what was going on with it, so she had to be taken to the hospital a couple different times. So the first time she was there, it was over at Whitesburg, and she said that I was there in her room next to the cabinet, and I was actually kind of remote viewing in and doing some remote healing there in the actual hospital room. And then the next time she was in Prestonsburg, and she's ended up being diagnosed with COVID, but she's getting through it and all that. But she...
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm not being an asshole, y'all. That was why I'm laughing. But.
She dreamed of me again, or she thought she dreamed of me, but I was actually doing the same thing with the remote healing, And my Aunt Bonnie reached out to me, and she told me that Granny had told her that. And I was floored. I was like, yep, she felt me there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Somehow or another, we made that soul connection, right place, right time. It was a very special moment to me, though. And I got to go out the next day. She was home from the hospital, so I got to go sit with her, and we talked.
You knew he was wanting to, too.
Yeah, I had planned it all day,
Yeah.
And several of my aunts and uncles I got to see. One of my uncles and several of my aunts were there, and a couple cousins. We had a good evening just catching up and even getting a little spiritual. Some of it, they had the spiritual blindness too, which is okay. They'll hear it when they need to hear it.
Yeah.
But
everybody's got them paths too.
Right.
They're on the right track. At least they're open-minded, and that's beautiful, because you all don't understand that's outside of the family and outside of the mountains here. We talking some primitive Baptists, that's hardcore Baptist.
Yeah, that is fire and brimstone Baptist.
Yeah.
That's what I always refer to it as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got me. I was sitting there with my mom all today in the Walmart parking lot, and we was just having a whole soul talk, and my Aunt Lois was there too, and bless her. I lost my cousin James Allen in October, and that was her only son, so she's she's very, very much so struggling, because her path and mine has aligned, and I think it's generational. I didn't realize that I've some of the things that she's been through, and some of the things that I'm going through and been through in my life, that we align on the past, and I see it very clearly because my grandmother also went through that.
Absolutely.
And we was healing in the parking lot at Walmart, y'all.
That is beautiful. That's what's happening this day of 2/22/22.
Yeah, healing.
It's been an
man.
interesting day, full of weird, crazy energy, beautiful energy too. We actually left on our trip a day early, so we just came up with the brash idea to come on ahead tonight and meet up with the people that we're going with tomorrow, our special friends.
Yeah, because we got Mom and Josie to bring us down.
Yeah, so we just decided to come on down this evening. That way we were going to meet in this location anyway, so we thought we'd just come tonight and chill out and
get spiritual.
Yeah.
This is exciting, y'all. I don't know. Y'all know we travel a lot, and we've been away from a while. It feels good.
We have, and this is our first trip of the year. It's pleasure mostly, but it feels good to get the year started. And this was always going to be our kickstart.
Yep.
for me in my mind, you know.
Yeah, that's
in my
what we've
universe.
been seeing. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you've been saying it. You've like,
Yeah.
I got a really good feeling about Savannah. And also, which is really weird, I got to tell y'all, I don't know if I told them the story about Forsyth County.
I don't think so.
Oh, let me tell it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I kept seeing in synchronicities Forsyth. Y'all know that's coming around a lot from me in Dallas. We can like instantly spot it, and it's just like in our head. I know we probably sound like not you guys, but to other people.
People know how it is with their
Yeah.
synchronicities.
Yeah.
They talk amongst themselves.
But if he was to take us,
Yeah,
and
oh,
people
yeah.
listen to the show,
Oh yeah, they would
and
be
go
like,
into the Muggle people, they're
Yeah.
looking at them like, what the
Oh,
fuck are you
Lord.
talking about?
I couldn't imagine.
And you know what you do, guys? By the way, you said, I don't know. What you want me to tell you? So that's ignorance. You just teach it, baby.
Yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
Instead of getting mad at it,
Yeah,
teach
don't
it.
get mad at it.
And don't shy away from it.
No, stand up for what you believe in. Life is too short. Your lessons need to be learned quickly these days. So
Yes.
don't be stubborn.
No.
Face that shit head on.
What a fucking day, man. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful day. Like I said, so much has happened today, and it's just
You know, today could have been very low vibrational, and I'll tell you guys why. And this is why we was starting this whole fucking recording.
yeah.
Is because it's been really gloomy and rainy, and only even driving down here it was raining, but we was singing and we were vibing in the
All
truck.
of us.
All of us was my mom
Yeah.
and JC back there with the alien
Yeah,
mask on. 'cause
yeah,
we got the
right.
alien
It was
mask
such
with us.
good vibes.
Yeah, so it could have been an easily like but we
Yeah.
have worked hard at making sure that every little bad thing that comes out of our mouth gets replaced with something. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Let's replace that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so you'll catch me and Dallas both. Like if you're around
All
us, I'll
the
be like, "No,
time,
don't
you
you
will.
better take that back. You better take it." I'm like an old greenie, y'all. Like, you
Yeah.
better take that back.
I'm telling you, Rafiki,
Yeah.
which
I
ended
love
up being
it.
a synchronicity too.
Oh my God, everything's a synchronicity.
We talked about, y'all know, we talked about Simba on the show
lions.
the other night.
Oh my God, we did.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
And
my God, I forgot it's
Rafiki,
recorded.
yeah, and the lions was
Yeah.
part of the synchronicities that we've been seeing.
Yeah, and
On the trip today, some
Yeah, I saw
gated
a gated-
community with
4 of them.
with stone lines on
Yeah.
top. Yeah,
Didn't you say?
or concrete lines.
Didn't you say down when we go down there to Savannah that we're probably going to see a
Yeah,
lion
I did.
head?
I did. Holy shit! I did say that we'd see a lion of some
A
kind.
knocker, like a big
God, I didn't even think about that. But yeah,
I'm glad
I'm
we
telling y'all,
recorded
if we're gonna go live on Facebook if we get down there
Well,
and we
shit.
see a lion door knocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to tell them the story. They'll have to listen to this because
Yeah.
it's pre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the lion.
Pre-happening.
Yeah.
Because we have to take it home and put it
Oh yeah. Put it in
Yeah.
our editing. Well, no, not editing, but
Magic.
whatever. Yeah. That thing.
You know what the vibe is for tonight, I feel like?
What's that?
It's like fucking the 90s when you had slumber parties. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, that vibe.
That's always the vibe when we go on our trips, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
We chill out in the hotel room, and it's like a
Shit, yeah.
1980s
We got
sorority
pizza.
party here.
Oh,
Yeah,
it really is.
it's such good times, and we've been many times with some friends. We've stayed over the night, you know,
Yeah.
having these same experiences.
Yeah. Like Cynthia.
Yeah,
I
Cynthia,
love that. Oh my
was so
God.
good. We got to enjoy some wine and facial masks and just chill out all day and, you know,
Your fucking
have a good
phone's
day.
glitching out or something. Maybe. Or I'm fucking seeing stuff.
it sometimes when it's recording like that,
Oh,
it flashes
green?
back on and then
Oh.
goes away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just keeps flashing on and off. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe it was
know.
glitching. It could have been. Did you see something? We might have some energy here tonight.
Just, I've seen, look at my mouth is really dry.
A little green man.
What?
Did you see a little green man?
I seen something. It was a little shadow, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't see green. I saw a little shadow. I was like, you little shit, I see you.
I love it.
Elementals in
Uh-huh.
there. I love it. We're calling them in tonight, baby, because it's 2:22.
Yes, this is a good side that y'all get to spend the night with us like
Oh
this.
my God, thank you for
They're
joining
on
us.
you're on a little
Slumber party.
slumber party with us. We're vegging out on pizza and having some junky Mountain Dew. Well, I am.
I'm having dice. I'm having dice.
This is the kind of stuff that we don't typically get to show y'all.
Oh, well, this is our first year, really, honestly, fully with Contact Buzz.
Well, yeah, exactly, definitely with Contact Buzz. Last year was all about Appalachian
We didn't think about
spiritual
recording
retreats.
ourselves. We was like so worried about like how we're gonna get there and
Yeah, right. We were establishing ourselves last year too with our Appalachian spiritual retreats and getting to know the ropes and stuff, you know.
Yep.
Gosh.
How everybody was gonna take our energy too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, everybody had to fill us out. And
Yeah,
I
because by the way, it's like the anniversary, almost a year that I'm no longer a Southern Gypsy,
Yeah.
and that's why we had to fill it out.
Yeah,
It's because you
right.
don't know how people are going to take you
Yeah.
because of just stupid stuff. But anyway, I think that's beautiful to talk about
It
because
is.
a lot of people find themselves in the position of
Hey, listen. Regardless of what you hear about yourself, let people think what the hell
Yeah.
they want to think.
yeah.
Because trust me, it's not worth your energy.
No, we
But
ain't dumb.
No, when somebody knows the truth and you know the truth shall set you. The truth
Shall set you
free. I mean, I'm wearing my Martin Luther King
He
Jr.
is.
shirt
I fucking
today.
ain't shitting you right now.
I really am. So I'm feeling inspired.
Hey, that's right. Just the words of the people.
Absolutely.
The Jesus energy. I learned a banana pepper
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I agree. I think that energy that Dr. King had was very. He had that Christ
Christ consciousness.
Absolutely.
Oh, Ryan. Oh my God, I'm making the biggest mess. How the fuck am I doing that?
Because they didn't put the pizza together good. What it boils down to. Because you know we were both struggling having it fall off.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm eating like a cow over here.
Oh Lord.
Oh, what don't never happen? Oh, it's coming up. I'm gonna get Choco Pizza.
Okay. Oh shit, man. It's so funny what we're laughing at. The reason we're laughing, the reason we just.
Oh God. Okay.
Eating this pizza and they half-ass put it together and toppings keep falling off of it.
And we look like a mama and papa bending over to clean it up together.
Yeah, it was so funny.
In my eyes, I just saw myself as we both was little old people.
Scrubbing up
over
the
there.
floor, the
Yeah.
pizza off the floor. I love it. That about killed me, man.
I about choked down.
I got the giggles there, sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
Whew.
Peace
See, that's what we're
out.
doing. We're fixing our attitudes before they do anything. You know, like what I just said there. It's like, no, I'm not sorry. You got to break that cycle. Don't
you did.
apologize for everything. And that's one of the lessons that I've had to learn. And where I picked up the want to apologize for everything, I have no idea where that comes from. But I've dealt with it, and I'm still dealing with it. Like I said, I was sorry there. Then I said, no, I'm not sorry. That's how it works.
I love it.
That's as easy as it is there, guys.
You look different.
I feel different. I feel much more vibrant tonight.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I feel like I'm channeling my more higher self.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Because I feel very...
You're very
I feel very prestigious, like, you know, like,
Well,
I'm not saying this about
your
myself, but right now the feeling that I'm getting,
confidence.
yeah, is I feel an air of confidence,
Yep.
yeah. And it's a very prominent feeling within me, like I'm holding myself high, like holding my shoulders up.
Holy shit.
What is it?
Oh, fuck.